and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. This is the same person that Daniel described. If you go back and read Daniel chapter 7, and then you come and read Revelations chapter 13, they're identical, basically. Initially, with Daniel chapter 7, you had 4 different attributes with 4 different kings. But in this one, you had the same 4 different attributes, but this one person had all 4 attributes in one person. He had them all. And the beast which I saw like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. We know the dragon is Satan. No question about who that is. But he carries all these attributes, the leopard, the bear, and the lion. Next verse, and I saw one of his heads, as it were, wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wandered after the beast. They were in admiration. And they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. See, behind every evil thing and every evil deed is Satan. So you could say all you want, I'm worshiping this, I'm worshiping that. Behind every idol, you're worshiping a demon, which of course you're worshiping Satan. Satan is behind all evil and all wickedness. All right. And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months, which is 3.5 years. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him. Now listen to me closely. And it was given unto him to make war. Once again, you see that? Make war, same thing that Daniel said. With the who? The saints. Not the left behind saints. The saints. There's no such thing as left behind saints. Okay? And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. Saint means holy one. Most holy thing. Okay? And power was given unto him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. I'm going to read that verse again. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. I think that speaks for itself. I don't think you need an interpretation of that word overcome. And power was given unto him over all kindreds and tongues and nations, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. So the only ones that are not going to worship him is the ones that names that are written. Everybody else that sells out, their names will not be written in the Lamb's book of life. Finish that verse there. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that is killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So I made myself pretty clear through the word of God that believers will suffer great tribulation. I might do a volume 4 if you're still not convinced of this fact. There are plenty more verses to verify what I've read to you. Believers will suffer great tribulation. Will all of us suffer the same fate? No. Will many survive? Yes, there will be some that will survive. All will not be martyred, but many will. Many will have to give up their life for the gospel's sake. And during this time, you're really going to see who's real and who's phony. Because the real believer is going to lay down their life. A real believer is not going to sell out just so they could eat, just so they could pay their bills. Now, I know this, like I said, I know this sounds easier said than done, but Jesus did far too much for us to sell him out just to suffice our flesh for a moment. Your life is worth more than just a moment. Our souls goes on to live in eternity after we leave here. Either an eternity with Christ or an eternity in the lake of fire. I hope something I've said has encouraged you, have enlightened you, have opened your eyes to see that we will experience great tribulation. We have to prepare ourselves. We have to pray. We have to fast. We have to strengthen ourselves because we don't know what we're going to have to face as Jesus Christ soon come and get sooner and sooner and closer and closer. We don't know what we're going to have to deal with. We don't know what we're going to have to suffer for his sake. And many believers that have gone on before us have suffered to the point of death for him. In the past, in the present time, and most certainly in the future. May God bless you, is my prayer. There may be a volume 4. I'm not sure yet, but there may be. But I do encourage you to please read the Word of God for yourself and study it. King James Version only. Get a concordance. Get a Bible dictionary. Get a Matthew Henry commentary, and study the Word of God for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. Read it and study it for yourself. Thank you once again for taking the time to watch and listen to this video. May the Lord keep you. A special thank you to all my subscribers. And I thank you for your support. May God bless.